Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. Today in this video we will discuss the JEE NEET MCQ of the chapter number 2 units and the measurement. So let us start with the first MCQ. If a force, velocity and time are taken as a fundamental units, the dimension of the mass are blank. So here the force, velocity and time are taken as a fundamental physical quantity. What will be the dimensional formula of the mass in a new system of the unit? So here m is the mass of the object. M is depends on the force F, velocity v and time t. So we write m is equal to f raised to a, v raised to b and t raised to c. Here k is a constant, dimensional less constant. No need to write this constant value, right? Now second step is place the dimensional formula of all the physical quantity, right? So here first physical quantity is the mass. What is the dimensional formula of mass? Yes, m1 l0 t0. So the dimensional formula of mass is a m1 l0 t0. Here first second one is the force. What is the dimensional formula of force? Dimensional formula of force is a m1 l1 t minus 2 raised to power a multiply by velocity. So what is the dimensional formula of velocity? m0 l1 t minus 1 raised to b, right? And third one is a time. Time dimensional formula of time is a m0 l0 t1 raised to c. Now combine the power. First multiply by this power a, b and c on the dimension of the m, l and t. So here we get the dimension of 1 into a. We get the m raised to a, l raised to a, t raised to minus 2a. Multiply m raised to 0, l raised to b and t raised to minus b. Multiply m raised to 0, l raised to 0 and t raised to c. So combining the power of mlt, here m is only 1. We get the m raised to a, l raised to a, l raised to b. So we get the l raised to a plus b and t raised to minus 2a, minus b and c. So minus 2a minus b plus c. Now comparing the power of mlt on the left hand side, on the right hand side. Left hand side we have a mass only. So dimensional formula of mass is the m1 l0 and t0. On the right hand side we get m1 l m raised to a, l raised to a plus b and t raised to minus 2a minus b plus c. So by comparing the power of MLT, we get A is equal to 1. We get A plus B is equal to 0. And minus 2A minus B plus C is equal to 0. Right? So we get the value of A, B and C from these three equations. So here we get A is equal to 1. Put this value of A in the second equation. 1 plus B is equal to 0. We get B is equal to minus 1. And put the value of A and B in a third equation. We get the C is equal to 1. So by putting the value of A, B and C, we get the dimensional formula of mass. M is equal to F raised to A, that means F raised to 1, V raised to minus 1 and T raised to 1, right? So answer, correct answer is F, V minus 1 and T1. So here the power is not written. Power is not written on a F and T. So we taking the F raised to 1, T raised to 1, right? 0 power f raised to 0. If we write the f raised to 0, it is equal to 1. But here the power is not written, so we consider the power of f is a 1 and t is a 1. Now try to solve the similar question. Question number 2. If a Planck constant h speed of free space light c, and Newton's gravitational constant g are chosen as a fundamental quantities, then the dimensional formula of length will be blank. So here the three physical quantities, Planck constant, speed of the light in a air, and the Newton's gravitational constant are taken as a fundamental quantity, then find the dimensional formula of length, right? So here we need to remember the dimensional formula of the Planck constant, dimension formula of the speed of the light c, and Newton's gravitational constant g. So here L is proportional to the h. H is a Planck constant, h raised to a, gravitational constant g raised to b, and speed of the light c raised to d, right? We can write x, y, z also, right? H raised to x, g raised to y, and c raised to z. Now put the dimensional formula of all the physical quantities. So here the dimensional formula of length is the m0 l1 t0. Dimensional formula of the Planck constant m1 l2 t minus 1 raised to a. Dimensional formula of the gravitational constant g m minus 1 l3 t minus 2 raised to b, and dimensional formula of the speed of light speed, right, m0 l1 t raised to minus 1 raised to d, right. By comparing the power of mlt, we get the three different equation. First, m, here the power of m is a 0, and here we get the power of m is a minus b. So we get the first equation, a minus b is equal to 0. Second one, here the power of L is a 2a plus 3b plus d. Here the power of L is a 1. So 2a plus 3b plus d is equal to 1. And third, minus a minus 2b minus d is equal to 0. So minus a minus 2b minus d is equal to 0. Now by solving these three equations, we get the value of a, b and d. Or if we taking a x, y and z, we get the value of x, y and z, right? So if you calculate and if you solve this all the three equation and find the value of a, b and c, we get the value of a is equal to 1 by 2, value of b is equal to 1 by 2, and value of d is equal to minus 3 by 2, right? So we put L is equal to h raised to 1 by 2, g raised to 1 by 2, and c raised to minus 3 by 2. So minus power we will take in a downward direction. So we get the L is equal to hg raised to 1 by 2 divided by c raised to 3 by 2. hg raised to 1 by 2, that means the under root hg, right? So we get the formula of length L is equal to under root hg divided by c raised to 3 by 2, and the correct answer is C, under root hg divided by c raised to 3 by 2. Got it? Try this example by yourself to calculate the dimensional formula of length in terms of the Planck constant h, speed of the light c, and Newton's gravitational constant g. Now, question number 3. Now question number 3. Velocity of a particle at a time t is given by v is equal to at plus b divided by t plus c, where a, b and c are constant. The dimension of a, b and c will be blank. We need to find here the dimension of constant a, b and c. The equation is given to you. The equation of velocity, v is the velocity, is given to you. V is equal to at plus b divided by t plus c, and find the dimensional formula of constant a, b and c. So here dear student, you know that in a addition or subtraction, all the term has the same dimensional formula, right? So in the equation, the dimensional formula V is equal to the dimensional formula of AT. Dimensional formula of V is equal to dimensional formula of B divided by T plus C, and the dimensional formula of T is equal to the dimensional formula of C, right? So here first this, the dimensional formula of T and C are same, right? The physical quantity are added or subtracted then and then only when they have a same dimensional formula. So here the dimensional formula C is equal to dimensional formula of T. So we get a dimensional formula of C is equal to T1, right? So first one, calculate this. T plus C has the same dimension. So the dimensional formula of C is equal to dimensional formula of time T, and C we get dimensional formula of time is a T1. Now second, dimensional formula of V is equal to dimensional formula of A into T. So how we get the dimensional formula of A? Dimensional formula of A is equal to dimensional formula of V divided by dimensional formula of T. V is the velocity, speed. So dimensional formula of speed is a L T minus 1 divided by dimension of time, T is a T1. So we get the dimensional formula of A is equal to L T minus 2, right? And similarly, dimensional formula of V and dimensional formula of B divided by T are same. So B is equal to V into T. So dimensional formula of B is equal to dimensional formula of speed into the dimensional formula of time. So we get L T minus 1 dimensional formula of speed, L into T minus 1, and the dimensional formula of time is a T. So we get the dimensional formula of B is a L. So here we get all the three dimensional formula. The dimensional formula of A is a LT minus 2, dimensional formula of B is a L, and dimensional formula of C is a T, right? Correct, dear student? Understand this MCQ, how we can solve the dimensional formula of any physical quantity given in the equation. So physical quantity are added or subtracted then and then only when they have a same dimensional formula. If there are more terms in the equation, all the terms has the same dimensional formula, right? Now question number 4. If V is equal to under root of gamma P divided by rho, where V is the velocity, P is the pressure, rho is the density, then dimension of gamma will be blank. Calculate the dimension of the gamma. It is the ratio of the Cp and Cv, right? It is the ratio of specific heat at the constant pressure and constant volume. So here V is equal to under root Rp gamma P divided by rho. So if you subject the gamma, we get the gamma is equal to V square into rho divided by P, and put the dimensional formula of all the physical quantity, we get a dimensional formula of the gamma. Here V is the speed, so we put the dimensional formula of speed m0 L1 t minus 1 raised to 2 multiply by rho is the density, so we put the dimensional formula of the density m1 L minus 3 T0 divided by P is the pressure, so we put the dimensional formula of the pressure m1 L minus 1 T minus 2. So if we combine the power, we get the m0 L2 T minus 2 m1 L minus 3 T0 divided by m1 L minus 1 T0. So if you calculate the power of MLT, right, we get the m0 L0 T0. So the dimension of the gamma, which is the ratio of the specific heat at a constant pressure to the specific heat at a constant volume, we get the dimension of the gamma is 0, 0, 0. So now question number 5. If the energy E velocity v, and force F are taken as a fundamental quantity, then dimension of mass will be blank. Dear student, try to solve this example by yourself as we were discussed in the MCQ 1 and 2, how to find the relation between the physical quantities which is depends on the other physical quantity. So here the mass is depends on the energy, velocity and force. Find the dimensional formula of mass, right? So here we take a m is equal to e raised to a, v raised to b and f raised to c. Put the dimensional formula of all the physical quantities, compare the power of mlt, you get the three different equation, and calculate the a, b and c. We get the e raised to 1, v raised to minus 2 and f raised to 0. So the correct answer is a B, E1, V minus 2 and F0. So try this example by yourself, right? As per the third use of the dimensional analysis to derive the relation between the several physical quantities. Here the mass is depends on the energy, velocity and force. So we put m is proportional to e raised to a, v raised to b and f raised to c, and put the dimensional formula of all the physical quantity mass, energy, velocity and force, and by comparing the power of mlt we get the three different equation, and by solving these three different equation we get the value of a, b and c, and put the value of a, b and c, we get the answer e raised to 1, v raised to minus 2 and f raised to 0, right? So now next question is question number 6. The density of the material in a CGS system is a 4 gram per centimeter cube. If the length 10 centimeter and mass 10 gram are accepted as a new system of unit, then density in the new system will be blank, right? So here the density of the material in a CGS system is a 4 gram per centimeter cube. So we take N1 is equal to 4 gram per centimeter cube. If in a new system, if we consider the length 10 centimeter, right, mass 10 gram are accepted a new system, then find the density in the new system of the unit. So calculate this. N1 is equal to 4 gram per centimeter cube, N2 we need to find out the density in a new system, we have to find out. In a mass, in a CGS system we taking a 1 gram, in a MK system we taking a mass is a 100 gram, length in a 1 CGS system 1 centimeter, we taking a 10 centimeter in a new system, and time in both the system is a 1 second. So put the dimensional formula of the density. What is the dimensional formula of density? M1, L minus 3 and T 0. So in a new system, right, in a old system, CGS system N1, right, density value of the density is a N1, M1 raised to 1, L1 raised to minus 3 and T1 raised to 0. And we need to find a density of the material in a new system of the unit is a N2. So we put N2, M2 raised to 1, L2 raised to minus 3 and T2 raised to 0. So in a new system of the unit, N2 is equal to N1, M1 by M2 raised to 1, L1 by L2 raised to minus 3. So here we put the value of M1 and M2, we get the density of the material in a new system of the unit, right? Value of M1 is a 1, value of M2 is a 100, value of L1 is a 1, value of L2 is a 10. So if you calculate this, we get the answer is a 40 units. So in a new system of the unit, the density is a 40 units. Now question number 7. If C and R represent the capacitance and the resistance respectively, write the dimensional formula of RC. So dear student, find out the dimensional formula of the capacitance C, find out the dimensional formula of the resistance R, and multiply the dimensional formula of R and C. We get the dimensional formula of RC, which is same as the dimensional formula of the time, right? So RC is called the time constant, and time constant has the dimensional formula of T1. So try to solve this. Find out the dimensional formula of the resistance, find out the dimensional formula of the capacitance, and multiply this dimensional formula. We get the dimensional formula of a RC. So dear student, understand all the JEE NEET MCQ of the chapter number 2. Thank you very much for watching my video.